Very good morning, children. Welcome to the online education of NRS of class 7 science. So, dear friends, the previous week I started the lesson weather, climate, and adaptation of animals in different climatic conditions. So, dear friends, in today's class, let us discuss about the concept climate. So, in the previous class, I explained you about what is weather, the day-to-day condition of the atmosphere in which there are three parameters such as humidity, rainfall and temperatures. They change at a particular place. Such a condition is called weather. Okay, so the day-to-day change the atmosphere, okay, in its temperature, rainfall as well as humidity. So this is known as weather. So now what is climate? It's quite simple. Okay, so I have already explained you the meteorological department of India. So it takes the data of the past day, present and forecast even the next day's weather pattern. Okay, so based on that concept, so meteorological department, it gives the data about the weather pattern. So they preserve these weather reports for the past several decades. So how do we find out the climate of a particular place? So the concept is very simple, dear students. So the average weather pattern taken over a long period of time is called climate. So here the climate is very simple here. So the average weather pattern, okay, so think that there is one particular place. So the weather pattern in that particular place is something, no, that it's having the same kind of weather pattern for many years over a long period of time. Okay, so the average weather pattern taken over a long time, then such a condition is called climate of that place. For example, around 10 years, so you found that particular place weather pattern hot, okay, or wet, okay, then we say that the climate of that place is hot or wet. Okay, so obviously we see in our North Karnataka side, so there is more temperature recorded during many years, from the past many years. So since the people of Mysore or the people of Mangalore, they say the temperature, the climate of Hubli, Belgaum, etc., the Bijapur, it is very hot. It is climate, not the weather, because it has been observed from the past several years as per the weather pattern recorded. Okay, so we say that climate of that particular place is hot. So same thing is here. So average weather pattern taken for a long period of time. For example, 5 years we have observed the weather pattern in that particular place, 10 years, 15 years, 20 years, like that. Okay, so that we call it as climate. I hope you understood now the definition. So now here there are two tables which I have drawn here that will make you understand the best on the concept of climate. Okay, the best. Okay, so through some data I am explaining you. Here two data I have given. So one is the data which shows the months, and next column which shows the mean temperature recorded in degrees Celsius. That includes daily minimum temperature, daily maximum temperature, and the next column is mean total rainfall in millimeters in particular month. Okay, so same thing I have recorded for the next columns: number of months, mean temperature, daily minimum, daily maximum, and mean total rainfall in millimeters in that particular month. Okay, so here these two data which I have written here, so that is the data of weather pattern recorded during particular time, okay, or particular year. Okay, so this weather report, it is given in the place, it is recorded at the place, that is Jammu and Kashmir. Okay, so this is the Jammu Kashmir state weather pattern. So this is the weather pattern report given at a place Thiruvananthapuram, Kerala. Okay, so let's observe that. Look at the first column here. So month January, February up to July, I have given the data. So daily minimum, see, minus 2.3 is there in January month, minus 0.6 is there in the February month, 7.7, 10.7, 14.7, 8.2, 17.5. This is the daily minimum. So daily maximum is 4.7, 7.8, 13.4, 19.4, 23.8, 30.2, like that. It's a variation. Even the rainfall also 57, 65, 99, 88, it is in millimeters. Okay, this is one. So if you go through this, okay, there is some temperature, daily minimum temperature is recorded has gone up to negative, means minus means so cool temperature, weather pattern it is there. Okay, here daily maximum it's less than 25, normal temperature less than normal room temperature is 27 degree we say, so less than that it is, there is maximum only less. Okay, so look at the climate of this particular place. Okay, now come to this. So this is the data, weather report given about the Kerala, Thiruvananthapuram. Look at it, January, February up to July months, the data is given. Look at the daily minimum, it is 22, 24, 24, 23, 23. So minimum is 23 degrees Celsius here. So what about the maximum daily maximum temperature? 31, 32, 33, 29, 32, 31, 29. More than room temperature. More in daily maximum temperature it is given. So what about the mean total rainfall? 23, 24, 32, 170, 114, 324 millimeters, 138 millimeters. Okay, so look at the data in brief. Okay, so when you observe or when you go through these two tables and data, so we will come to a conclusion that, okay, so climate of any place is decided based on the average weather pattern taken over a long period of time in that particular place. So look at the Jammu Kashmir weather report. Here the temperature is very less, average temperature is very less. So some days it is less, some days it is little more it is. Okay, so here what about the rainfall? That is also more, rainfall it is also recorded. So that's why the climate of this Jammu and Kashmir, we say that it is hot as well as wet. Okay, so hot in the sense it's not so hot, but average report when it is taken, it is hot and wet. Okay, what about the Thiruvananthapuram, Kerala? So it is also more mean temperature is found. So hence we say, and at the same time rainfall also recorded. So we say that hot and wet. Okay, for example, so if in any place the temperature recorded for a long period of time, more temperature is recorded, high, the temperature in that particular place is high, for many years it is high, then such a place we say the climate of that particular place is hot. Okay, so if suppose in the same place, if the rainfall recorded in most part of the year continuously, then we say the climate of that particular place is hot as well as wet, means temperature also will be there as well as the rainfall also received over there. Okay, if less rainfall is there, we say the climate of that particular place is only hot. If rainfall also received along with the temperature, then we say that hot and wet. Sometimes hot and dry if there is no rainfall received. For example, so compare the rainfall recorded in the desert, in the mountain areas. Okay, so if you compare here in desert, it is, for example, if you go to the India, okay, the western part, for example Rajasthan. Okay, so in that particular state, the most part of the year, more amount of temperature is recorded. In most part of the year, most time of the year, it is recorded high temperature. So hence the climate of that Rajasthan is hot. Even Punjab for some extent. Okay, Punjab. But very little amount of rain is received during most part of the year. But during winter season, in summer more temperature recorded, but during winter season, the less temperature is recorded. So it lasts for only few months. Rajasthan, the winter season, the temperature, the sunlight temperature will be last for only few months. Okay, it's more cool, but it rains for very less months. So since we say that it is hot and dry, no rainfall received, more temperature recorded. The climate of the Rajasthan, okay, it is hot and dry. Okay, more temperature, no rainfall, so hot and dry. Okay, so if you go further, northeastern region, for example, Assam, Meghalaya. Okay, you have, I think you have the idea. The highest rainfall in India takes place in Meghalaya state. Okay, Mawsynram we say. So more temperature will be there. More than that, more rainfall will be received. So hence we say that hot and wet. but here the temperature is less. In northeastern states temperature is less, so that's why the climate of the northeastern region is wet only, not hot, only wet. Okay, because more temperature is recorded. So dear students, so in today's class I hope you understood the concept of climate and their parameters. Thank you and have a nice day.